All right, it's Wednesday. It is Wednesday. We are back again. Hope y'all are doing great. What's going on around here tonight? All right, what do we got? We got Cereal Fruit and Drummer up in here. Pre-game warm-up show. We always love that. Good to see you guys. Ray Freese in the house. What's up, buddy? He says, hope you're well, and hello to everyone. I am doing good tonight, Ray. Hope you're good, too. Pellet Funner, he's got his shred ears ready. There you go. Or here's shred ready. I like that. There you go. Good to see you, bud. Stardust in the house. There we go. Jake Koenig in the house. There he is, buddy. Good to see you. Albert Sullivan says, I have a song to request now. Well, we just got started, Albert. And don't forget to read the pinned comment, because that's very important. Very important. Lucy Cat, how you doing there? Ray says, we doing okay. How about you? Been waiting all day. There you go, buddy. There you go. Absolutely. Yep. Jake says it right there. And Albert's got his song request. And who's lost? Who is that? I don't even know. Lost Prophets. I've not heard of them, Albert. Maybe didn't the singer have like some serious scandal with like some things that are illegal? Yeah. I would probably never play them, guys, just because of that fact. David Giorgio, what's up, my friend? How you doing tonight, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. We got a lot of tracks to play tonight. If you were here on Saturday, I wrote the song of the week during the live stream. I got a few more takes of that in now, so I know what I'm doing. We're gonna play that one later for sure. Once we get through all the normal jams and warm-ups and all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, I think it's gonna sound a lot cooler. I figured all the parts out. Serial flute confirms. Yes, I saw I was watching some video musicians that have had controversy in their lives, and I remember that Lost Prophet's name. I was like, yo, that dude's sick, man. That's like sick in the head. Like, bruh, come on, man. I guess that's what happens when you get famous or something. You think you can do anything. Well, I'm not famous just yet, but I can play my songs. That's what I can do. All right, so let's keep it warming up, going. Let's do this. cold around here. I don't know why it's so cold around here these days. It's Florida, you know. It's supposed to be like burning hot right now, but no, it's really cold. But it's all good. We're getting warmed up. We're getting warmed up. Each one gets us better and better. It gets us closer to warmth. All right, what's going on around here? Let's see. There you go. Yup. Thank you, buddy. Drummer, thank you. Michael Fairbank in the house. What's up, buddy? Good to see you there. NYC says, you rock. I appreciate that, NYC. It's always good to see you again. David Georgia says, hello to everyone. We love that. We love that. That's what community does. Let's see. Serial says, crush that like button so we can get some more awesome people like you into that. That's absolutely right. We get warm. Once we get warmed up, it's gonna, they start piling in. They start piling in. I couldn't believe yesterday I only got to do 3 songs in like 50 minutes because there's so much chat, which is awesome. I need more hours in the day, you know what I mean? There he is, Rogerio Ferres. Buenas noches. Obrigado, mi amigo. Good to see you. Carlos, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you there. Serial says, we're having a heat wave here in Canada. Dang. Yeah, it's like in the, what is that? It's like in the 60s, 60s is not bad, it's not bad, But I grew up in Ohio, you know what I'm saying? I grew up in Ohio. It was cold, very cold up there. But I've lived in Florida for so long that it's just not the same. Let's see. Linda Cox, how you doing? Gung, what's up? Luke, how's it going? And we got Mr. Lithium says, I'm the one from yesterday that I blocked. I didn't block anybody. I did say hello to you, I believe, but I don't recall what happens, man. I really don't. I play my guitar. If the moderators think there's something cooking, I'll leave it to them. Slim Six says, hello, Rick. Got you cranked up in this shop as I work on his 55 Chevy. Nice, dude. That's a sweet ride, dude. My dad used to work on, I don't know, it was like a 57 Buick. I went in the garage for like the longest time ever, man. It was amazing. It was so cool, but yeah, he never finished it, unfortunately. Linda says 70 in Michigan. That sounds about close to where we were in like the upper 70s in the day, but then in the night it gets really cold. Jonathan, I don't know if I am tuned for that, but let me see. I know it's like this, right? Classic, dude. It's a beautiful song. Todd says, makes me want to play more. I'm lazy. Who is it, man? I'm lazy too. Jonathan Vegas, you got it, brother. No problem. It's one of my favorite. I love King Diamond, man. I know a ton of his stuff too. Wasted Year. What's that? How's that go, man? I can't remember, bro. I remember the intro of them. Jonathan, I thought we just played it, man. You want to play it again? I pretty though. Serial Flute says he works with 3 Brazilians, great people, serious metals. You know that's right, man. Brazil loves their metal, man. That's cool, man. The Brazilian people have been very kind to me through the years, even back in the early days, man. Jake says, Rick just noodle shows made in pre-songs like it's nothing. I know, right? I played these songs like a million times when I was a kid. But I'm old now. I'm old. I think I'm on some If that's what you love, Peyton Leedy, guitar player, there you go, man. The classicest Black Sabbath you can get. All right, so let's move on. We got the chat covered. Jonathan, obrigado, you are welcome, my friend. I think I got to learn how to say you're welcome in Portuguese next. That's my thing. I only know how to say thank you. There you go, Peyton. I love some Black Sabbath, man. All right, we're gonna slow it down because we got to you do a mid, you do a fast, then you slow it down. Then we got something else after that. So let's go. Hope I remember the key of this one. felt a lot better. It's nice to, you gotta warm up. When you're warming up, you gotta do a lot of different things to get in the zone. So it's not easy. It doesn't help when you don't play all day. I wish I had time to do that. All right, let's do this one. All right, let's cue that up, and then we got a bunch of comments. I do appreciate it. All these comments. Let's see what we had. Okay, there we go. What did Oleox, thank you, man. Ricky Rat, appreciate you there. Thank you very much. Nice name, of course. We like the name Rick or Ricky. I used to be called Ricky when I was a kid. My entire child was called Ricky. So we like that name. Good job. Good one. All right, this is Kuan says, what do you think is harder to learn without any actual teaching? Finger style or metal? Well, finger style is going to be much difficult because you're not with the metal. You're just a pick. You just have your pick. But when you are doing finger style, you're using all the fingers, so it becomes a little difficult. It's not. There's too many variables. It's like you're trying to play piano with your right hand on a guitar, essentially. If you're gonna learn guitar, and it depends what you want to learn, though. If you want to be a metal guitar player, learn metal first, and then gradually get the finger style in. But yeah, I would say metal be easier to learn, 100%. Seriously, I did not. I did add it to my. I did find it. I added it to my iTunes. It did not pop up in my playlist, so I have to just literally click on it and go there. Probably when I drive to work tomorrow, I was going to click right on it. Jonathan loves King Diamond, absolutely, buddy, and Iron Maiden, absolutely. They're some of my favorite bands. Peyton's got all the requests tonight. We did 2 of your requests, Peyton, but I did play Domination yesterday, so we'll move on from that. Appreciate you though, bro. Drummer, thank you. You're welcome, Jonathan. Ricky says, you're a effing legend, bro. You're amazing guitar. I appreciate that, Ricky, very much. Thank you, man. S. Jala, he says, see, I love Cannibal Corpse. Dude, I saw Cannibal Corpse live back in the day when they had Chris Barnes, man. But there ain't no one on YouTube right now, or anywhere for that matter, gonna play that song for you, bro. So yeah, think of something better. But I love Cannibal. Yeah, Hammer Smash Face is my jam. I don't even know it though. Jonathan's from Brazil. There you go, buddy. V, thank you. Good to see you here. Rex was like, man, make that Jackson cry, brother. You know that's how we roll around here. Serial likes a Hammer Smash too. It's a great song. Great song. That's a great album. I used to have the Cannibal Corpse T-shirt I got from the concert I saw. That was back in 97, 96. Man, they killed it too, man. It was Cannibal Corpse. The band that the dudes that joined Death on the Human album. They had a band. What was that called? They had a song called Veil of Maya. I can't remember the name of their band right now. But yeah, they opened up for Cannibal Corpse. It was crazy. There you go, Oleox Rexor was crying over there. Todd that says he loves Steve Vai on Johnny Lydon PIL along with Ginger and Say None X. Wow, that's pretty cool. I think I remember that from a long time ago. Remember seeing something about that. Oleox, thank you. Rexor, thank you. I don't know any Steve Vai, Ty for it. I really don't. I've listened to his stuff, but I never learned it. I was into Yngwie style, not the Steve Vai, Satriani style. Break phones, thank you there. Seriously, this is not crying, it's crooning, yeah, you know it. Rex was like, damn, even with the eyes closed, he's making boss moves. We try. I've been trying harder. Kane and Bruce, thank you so much. Crystal, Renee, thank you there. Godfather. Wow, there. Thanks, Rexor. Todd S says he would be great at the Black Sabbath Final Get. I would love to. If you're talking about me, I'd love to be there. That'd be sick. B says everything is first about this song. It's a good one. It's a very emotional piece. It's a very simple piece too. Nothing crazy, but sometimes simple. It gets the point across. Cletus and Clovis back in the house. He says we love you, brother. Clovis says. Love the Gary Moore, but yeah, there's a bunch of Gary Moore on that vibe, man, for sure, man. You can really get into it, man. And that's how Gary Moore was, man. He was a rocker for the longest time, and then he eased in his older days. He was just like, let me just let it flow, and that's what's up. Rexor, thank you, buddy. That's right. Yudi, thank you. Thank you, Serial. Rexor. Hey, no problem, Dylan. Hey to you. Super Sigma. You should play some Beatles if you know any. I don't know too much. I love the Beatles though. I love Paul McCartney stuff too. I can't think of any guitar stuff. I mean, I love the "It's a Long and Winding Road." That's probably my favorite song. Long and Winding Road. Beautiful. Wes, there you go, buddy. BG Sound, thank you. Positive energy. Says play Kiss. I only know this one. Get up. Nathan, I don't know any Dream Theater. I love the first two Dream Theater albums, but I never really learned too much after that. Or listened to them, for that matter. Serial Food, Spanish guitar with no picks on another. Yeah, man, check out Paco de Lucia. No pick, just fingernails. Killing it, killing it. There you go, Dave. Dave was like, yes, please play some Kiss. There you go. That's all I know, though. I listened to Kiss when I was like between the ages of 6 and probably like 10 years old. I loved them. I thought they were great when I was a little kid. I started learning about music. And, and then they started kind of going off, and I think The Dynasty was the last album I bought because it was all in a disco vase. I don't think they ever recovered from it after that. But that old Kiss stuff, man, was amazing. Spencer says, sure, it's a common question, but how long have you been playing and do you get lessons? Yeah, always we get those questions. No problem, buddy. But yeah, I've been playing going on 27 years now. And then, do I give lessons? Not at the moment. I have a real job. This is just fun for me, having playing guitar and hanging out and you know, that kind of stuff. I do have some lessons on my channel, though, some instructional videos and things like that. Check those out. But yeah, hopefully sometime I can do it, but I just don't have time to sit down. The logistical aspect of the time is the hard part for me. Because people want to have lessons, but one guy's in Brazil, one guy's in Japan, one guy's over here, one guy's over there. It's like all over the place. So it makes it tough for me. Andre Lima says, mix 3 scales for testy, please. I'm not sure what that means, Andre. That is an interesting comment. Todd says he likes that PIL album with Vi and Ginger. Yeah, Ginger Baker is one of the probably one of the greatest drummers of all time, man. You can't go wrong with Ginger. Quinn, good to see you too, buddy. Hanyo says, how about some jazzy licks? Oh. Oh yeah, I don't play too much jazz anymore. I studied it for about a year in college, and that was it, man. That was about it. What's that? Jay Cohen getting that super chat going. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate that. Let's see. Spencer, probably about $50,000. I don't even know it, buddy. I don't even know that one. I could probably learn. I could learn anything. I don't have time to learn. I don't play. I had time to write original pieces. But check out the pin comment, buddy. You know, I appreciate you. Queen, yeah, I love Cannibal Corpse. I used to listen to him all the time. I know George Corpse Grinder Fisher personally as well. Dude's awesome. We used to smoke some that stuff together back in the day when I was young. Cereal, I bet, man. The shirt I had was like, it was not Butchered at Birth, but the other album. It was gory. It was a gory T-shirt. It was like amazing looking. I can't remember what album it was from. I have to look it up. Cynic, thank you, Cereal Food. Yeah, Cynic. Paul Masvidal, Sean Reiner. Yeah, that was sick, man. Bulls and Bears says the Death album with Richard Christy's on drums was great. Absolutely, man. The Sound of Perseverance. I was there for a lot of that, a lot of the writing and recording of that. Yeah, it was amazing. Amazing to watch Chuck in action doing that stuff. Chris Leggett, what's up, buddy? He says rock and roll. Rexor said he taught my wife to play Twist of Cain. Today she never played. That's cool, man. That's a good one. don't know what that means. United States, I don't know what that means, buddy. Check the pinned comment, though, for sure. Let's see. Do I like some Led Zeppelin? Hanyo? No, not really. They're okay. Not too shabby. I listened to them when I was a little kid and stuff, but yeah, it wasn't my. I didn't keep going with it. There you go. Bulls and Bears, Scavenger of Human Sorrow. That's a classic. Nowhere Special. No, I do have. I was learning altitudes a little bit, but that's a hard song, man. I don't have time to. I got maybe a 40% of it done. It's tough, man. It's a tough one. I love Jason. Jason's music was. Jason's album was amazing. Todd, yeah, Gilmore. He always sounds great, man. Ain't no doubt. There you go, Daniel. Serial says, check out the Canadian guitar player who does a lot of death content, Varvis. Cool, man. Yeah, there's one of our friends here, the Development of Void. He does tons of death stuff. He's like, that's all he does practically, and it's an amazing sound. There you go, Hanyu. Ace Knows, Detroit Rock City. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't think I've even heard that song, Chocolate Face. I've only heard whatever was popular, really. Not too much. Greg, no, that ain't me, man. Go look up Tyler Shep. He's the Animals, the leader, freakazoid. He can play all that stuff. I am Kyle Lips. I don't play any Tool songs, but look up Lawrence Coleman III. He plays Tool all day. All day, all day. Yes. Shirley Mouse says Chinese Rocks, Johnny Thunders. I've seen this name before. I don't know who that is. I don't know. Eric Helton says, even if I don't have time to watch, I'll still hit the like button. You're freaking amazing. Much love, brother. Much love to you, Eric, man. Appreciate you, man. Chocolate, you look tired. Yeah, but I work all day, man. I work like 50 plus hours a week at my job. It's tiring. I got a hard job, man. That's what makes the money. Yuri, God bless you, man. Wyatt says, I'm only 14, have all the time in the world, but struggle. I hear that, man. I wish I was 14 again. But the problem is nowadays everyone's got cell phones. That's what the problem is. I didn't have a cell phone when I was 14 years old. They didn't exist. They didn't exist, and if they did, they costed probably $5,000. Yeah, that was it, man. Spencer says, where do you rank Prince on the all-time guitarists? I don't know, top 100, I guess, for sure. Razzle, there he is, buddy. Good to see you. Rob Dan says, much love as always. Keep me working and rocking. There you go. He said, I grew up on a West Coast rap. Learning from you. There you go, man. West Coast, East Coast. Wasan, yes. Chevelle 5150, what's up, buddy? Carlos Rivera says, how about Ingve? You don't remember, I'll never forget. We could play that in a little bit, man. I am not warmed up for any Ingve yet, but I do some. Hanyo says, man, you're a fire with those jazz licks, man. I always wanted to learn the theory behind jazz. Yeah, I mean, if you can go to college, that's why I went to college, and I had an amazing teacher and took a couple different classes on jazz history and things like that. Amazing, It's just helped me get out of my box. I always studied classical music for so much that jazz helped me kind of break out of the box and kind of do more things with the guitar, which is pretty cool. Razzle, what's my opinion of Alice? I think they're one of the best bands out of that era, I like them the best. Them and Soundgarden were my favorites, the ones that I heard, Gamer's a new subscriber. Thank you, Gamer. Thanks for subscribing. If you're enjoying the show so far, we got plenty of tunes ahead. I put new videos out every day. Be like Gamer Man. Subscribe to the channel. We're dangerously close to 38,000. I think we might even hit it tonight. If all goes well, we appreciate it. Let's see. Chevelle, do I like Vito Brato? It was amazing. Vito Brato was the only reason I purchased the White Line tape at the time. I could only get the tapes. Key says, work hard, play hard. That's right, buddy. Shock says, I'm on a 40-hour week, but to do 50, that's mad. Yeah, when you're a salary employee, yeah, sometimes you gotta do extra work, man. I ain't no 9 to 5er. But it is what it is. I enjoy my job, I really do. And it's a great job, honestly. But yeah, it can be tiring. A lot of stress. Hence why the vaping. I got stress relief. Richard Bragg, see, this is Richie Rock. I'm going to play guitar again and with Rush. There you go, man. Zelda, what's up there? Yeah, we keep getting a request for CKY. That's a punk band. I don't know why we get punk band requests. I sure heck don't know that, Ace. I'm sorry, buddy. I don't know anything by CKY. All I know is there's some punk band from like the 90s, I guess. Maybe. I don't remember. Maybe punk rock, metal? I don't know. David Disbro, thank you so much. There you go, Razzle. You know that's right. Frenchie in the house. How's it going, bud? Terrain says Jeff Healy jam with Stevie Ray. I've never seen that. Wow, I'd have to check that out. That sounds pretty dope, man. Razzle, the only thing I know is this one, man. Probably one of my favorites, that Them Bones. That was a cool riff. Cool jam, man. Patty, I'm a network engineer. And a high-level one. Jeff says, Keith says, Jeff really opened his ears and mind was, yeah, Jeff was insane. That was some insane stuff that he played, and the song was amazing. Robert said, that song is fire. You know that's right, man. All right, we gotta play some more soon. At least I'm going on song number 3 in 38 minutes. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We're getting there. We're getting there. definitely warmed up now. I can feel it. All right, let's get to our obligatory album songs next. A lot of comments, a lot of interesting comments. Good ones, bad ones, who knows? We will read through them to verify. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of weird requests. And Feisty's like, stop requesting stupid songs. I know, right? I know. That's what the world is. The world thinks we're jukeboxes, you know? Just because you have a guitar, you're a jukebox. You're a jukebox. We're not. There's a pinned comment. Every time someone joins the live, the pinned comment expands, and you are able to read that comment. So if you can't read, I'm sorry. You might want to learn to read, and then you can understand. But hey, Invisible Man, how do you, buddy? Gossio says, please tell me the name model of your cap. I'm Brazilian, please. The guitar or the hat? I think this is a New Era hat, I think. A New Era hat, Jackson guitar. Can't remember, though. Amazon, though. Got it off Amazon. Red Raz, thanks for that. Jake's like, the ninja's beating me to the timeouts. I feel that. Paradiddle, how you doing, buddy? It's good to see you there. BU Club's not sure what's up. He's got some weird faces going on. I'm not sure what's happening. All right, man. Let's see. Polly Crespo, he says, hi, good night, Rick. Blessings, all the chat. Good. Hello, Polly. Good to see you, too, man. Moyen Mubarak, thank you very much. Thank you for that. Amplitude 5 is what I use. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Oh, what were y'all talking about? Desert Island. That's where I want to live on. Desert Island. Oh, there, the song Desert Island. I was like, I want to live on a desert island. Away from the world, man. Ozman, thank you. V says, finishing up little work-related things, but listening attentively. Thank you. You're welcome, V. Thank you. Greg, appreciate that. Jay Bliss, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, the Amplitude 5, man. I can't stop talking about Amplitude 5. It's the best plug-in out there, I think, man. I've not found anything better. Let's see. Jake's got there. Please do not spam the chat. Repeated comments will be deleted in timeout. Thank you. Kindly. I read every comment. I do. I read every single comment. If it takes me an hour, I read all the comments for sure. And we will get to it. And if it's something we need, we'll figure it out. Keith says, Rick, I had no idea you studied classical. Your last post about Mozart made sense now. You named some of your favorite composers' symphonies. Yeah, well, obviously Symphony 40 G minor is one of my favorites. I'm trying to think, man. My brain sucks lately, man. There's a Bach thing I love. Oh, probably Bach's Double Concerto in D minor. It's probably one of my favorites. That's for sure. I have this big Bach's DVD set of something crazy from Bach, and I was like at a blank, man. And I hear it on my iTunes every day because I have it on there. I don't know, but yeah, anything Bach, anything Mozart, those are my two OGs for sure. Feisty says, I vote a no request policy, accepting specific time windows during which should be honest. That's true. I don't know how that would work out. Because I swear to God, I go to other people's lives and they're just the same. Play Pantera, play Metallica, play this, play that, play this, play that, play this, play Indiana Jones and the Temple of whatever, you know, or play that song Chilled Monkey Brains by Indiana Jones. Like, he wrote songs? I didn't know. You see all kinds of weird stuff. I don't know. There you go, Ricalo. Zach does drums. What's up, buddy? Good to see you there. You Raider, thank you. Polly, thank you. Bulls and Bears, like, he's in this no fun zone. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I think over crazy requests are in no fun zone. It's like, I mean, when you hear anything that I play, you're probably like, maybe I shouldn't request Black Sabbath, Iron Man, because I don't know. Not that I can't play it, but hey. Jake's got there. People can make requests just for the pinned comment regarding comments. Absolutely. Feisty says, he's the speed picker. I'm the speed pricker. There you go. There you go. Stardust got you there. Any excessive spammers will get banned. I know it's Wacky Wednesday. It's Wacky Wednesday. That's probably the problem, everybody. Let's see. Carlos Rivera, thank you, buddy. Moen Mubarak, like I said, it's Amplitude 5. I use a JTM 45 modeled amp in there. It's basically what Jimi Hendrix used to use. On top of that, I throw in a MXR Distortion Plus pedal. Then I got an EQ with the mids boosted like crazy. And that's it. Very simple. I have a very simple setup. Nothing crazy. Oscar says, go to public. Where that? Which public? I think we're our public. Zach says, I can play Hysteria on a bass toaster. Interesting. Oscar, thank you, buddy. MH, appreciate you there. Michael Boyden, thank you very much. Razzle says, I apologize for treating you like a jukebox, but thanks so much for playing, making my night. Well, Razzle, it's you, buddy. If, you know what I know. You know what I like. So I play a lot of that stuff. You know? I know a lot of stuff. You know, I'm not like playing that. If someone says play some Judas Priest, man, I'm gonna play some Judas Priest. Someone says play some King Diamond, I'm gonna play some King Diamond. You know, and you're lucky. I know a little bit of Alice in Chains. Serial says 270 people watching, only 102 likes. Let's smash it, man. Shred that thing. Rod Vang, I don't do demands. How about that? No demands. That's even worse than a request. A demand is worse than a request. I don't do that, man. You can super chat me about $1,000 and I'll sit here and learn it for you right now. Play the whole song for you. I don't see that happening though. LCUK, there you go. Infonesia. What's that? Thanks, Razzle. I appreciate you, man. Spicy says, idea. How about playing some live metal jazz during the talking? There you go. As long as it doesn't copyright. But that would annoy me, honestly, to hear music going, and I'd be like, I'd probably get into the music more than the comments. Galaxy Magnet, thank you. Polly, thank you very much. Star Jazz, how you doing? Chris Plant, what's my favorite song to play? Actually, these next several songs are my favorites, so stick around. We're going to crank it up. Spicy says, I lived in Indonesia a few months ago. Oh, Jakarta? Indonesia, Jakarta? I don't know. Walker says, you ever heard of go-go music? No, I don't know anything about that, but I think I saw a video. No, it's Rick Rubin. Rick Rubin, and he was interviewed by Rick Beato. When he started talking about go-go music, I was like, go-go music? What is that? Maddie says, Jack Black, Pick of Destiny, yes or no? I mean, I love the movie. I'm not sure what the true question is. I don't know. Star Jazz, do I have any other guitars? Yeah, I've got 4 more of these. I got 3 Charvel Predators, 2 Fender Strats sitting around. Ambassador Exploder, that's a classic. Thanks, Jay. We're about to play some stuff right now, buddy, right now. Couple more here. Doodle, go look up Tyler Shep if you want to hear Polyphia. He'll play it for you. Jay, that's all I do is originals, buddy. If you read the pinned comment, the first thing is this live is 100% original music. I appreciate it. Stick around. We got plenty to go. No problem, Moen. Yeah, I won't do the covers, man. I won't do it. I will never do a full cover. I'll do a chunk. I do some chunks of stuff. Yeah, I never do a full cover. There's all kinds of people that do full covers, and God bless them. I like, if I can get a couple nickels, a couple nickels and dimes from doing just my originals, that's fine by me, man. If I play someone else's tune and they get the money, what's that do for me? Doesn't do nothing. There you go, Star. All right, now we cranking now. We got the comments done. All right, I put an album out in 2003. Mascot Records of the Netherlands signed me and released my album Until the Bitter End in 2003. It was critically acclaimed, sold a good amount, like 8,000 some copies, for some nobody, which is pretty cool. And then a few years ago, I got the rights back to the album. So last year, I re-released the album, remastered on iTunes, Amazon. It's even here on YouTube if you want to hear it. Simply go to my YouTube page, look for the Releases tab, click on that. The entire album is there for your enjoyment. This is a song off that album. It's called Symphony 40. Symphony 40 up in here. That felt good. And there's a video, I think there's a video today about that one. I did a video for that one today, which is pretty cool. I think something happened, man. I thought I was at the end of the comments. Maybe I actually wasn't. Okay, I remember this one. Solavad says, Florida. Live longer, prosper from Ipsday. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you again. Feisty says, we demand you stop demanding. I know, right? Starjazz, I think I got that one. Starjazz. So yeah, we got 4 more of these Jacksons, 3 Charvel Predators from 1991, and 2 Fender Strats. Which I like. I need to get my Fender Strats fixed up, man. I'd like to play them. I'd like to play one of them at least. Brazil from Arthur from Brazil. Obrigado, mi amigo. Wallen says, "Can I do whiskey glassies?" I drank a lot of whiskey in my life. Yeah, like ton of glasses, ton of shots of whiskey. Jack Daniels was probably one of my best friends, man. At certain points in my life. So, yeah. Robert, I can play the bass, but I'm not a bass player. How about that? There you go, Feisty. Exit Sandwoman. That's a great one, too, actually. That's a good one. Star says, dang, I wish I good to have so many guitars. Yeah, I'm an old guy, man. I've been collecting them for years. Don't use them all, but there you go. Stanley, thanks for hanging out, buddy. Appreciate that comment. Feisty says, it gets you attention. I don't want attention. I don't want attention for doing covers. I want attention for doing my originals. It's a simple fact. And if I don't ever get attention from them, so be it. So be it. Because I'm not here to be a jukebox or play stuff that everyone wants to hear. I want people to enjoy my songs. And if they don't, that's on me, man. That's on me. Thank you, Jordan. Feisty says, it has to be from the heart. You know that's right, man. It got to be. Feisty likes that one. See? That's what I want. I want people to go, that's my favorite song Rick does. Symphony 40. I love that song. Yeah. Then you go to my YouTube page and you listen to it a bunch of times. And there you go. That's how we got to do it, man. That's how we got to do it. And there's no other way. Yeah, Feisty wants to clean his house. Well, there you go. It's a good cleaning song. There you go, Jordan. Jake knows what's up. This song is called, that was Symphony 40 off my album, Until the Bitter End. Can be purchased on Amazon, iTunes, Apple Music, and on most streaming platforms. Don't ask about Spotify because they suck. Spotify sucks. That's funny. Sierra Rocket, thanks. Rashad Ray, thank you very much there. Thanks, George. Solovat from Ukraine, good to see you, buddy. Feisty says the guitar enjoyed it. It does. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Sierra Rocket, thank you. Lots of wild. There was a lot of wild comments, man. I don't even know. Jake said you meant to go faster. See, no problem, with Solovat. Gil Ferreira, obrigado, mi amigo. Boa noche, my friend. Gaming Clicks just bought a Fender Jazzmaster. That's nice, dude. Very nice. Okay, Vasolavad says, call him Sevi. I like that. It rolls off the tongue better. How about that? Sevi. We'll try and remember that. Josue says, please play for Rob Rock Forever. Dude, yeah. This 2 nights in a row, we get a Rob Rock Forever. All right, we'll play it real quick here, before we get into the next one. Let me find it. You're lucky I played it last night because I kind of remember how it goes now. Where'd it be? There it is. All right, let's see. I probably played that song, I don't even know how many times, 100 times probably. So many times I played that song. But it's a great song, and people love that one back in the day. Okay, there you go, buddy. There you go, Josue. Mahesh, thank you. Gio, thank you so much. KB says, I'm new to this magic, just what I needed. There you go, buddy. Plenty more coming. Thank you for hanging out. Timothy says, your originality is what keeps me coming back. Keep at it, brother. Thank you, Timothy. That means a lot to me. Patrick Mollahan, what's up there, brother? Good to see you. There you go, Jennerson. Sevi says, Rick, you are a hammer. There you go. Philip Schmidt, do I know this priest? I mean, I know a couple. Off this one. The Sentinel. That was the man. That was the man. King Ha, what's my favorite song? Probably this next one, actually. Probably one of my favorites of all time. Siri wants to hear Towers. Man, that's a tough one. We have to play it at the end because I have to delete it. I have to remove it from the video. Unfortunately, anytime I do anything that has lyrics, the whole video gets like demonetized like instantly. I don't know why. Even though I wrote half the song, it's like, but I didn't write the lyrics. That's why I don't get in trouble for my instrumentals. Even if I play them, I get paid for it. I should just play my instrumentals all day. But yeah, maybe Sunday, or if we're looking good at the end tonight, I'm sneaking in for you, Serial. I would definitely do that for you, buddy. Jake says, I predict he will in fact play the priest riff for you. I did. Thank you, Philip. Kane, thank you. Thanks, Philip. Spectacular. I appreciate that, man. I am official. The only Rick Renstrom. Chevy, no problem, my friend. Thank you, King Ha. There you go, Patrick. He knows Rick rocks. Josue, you're welcome, my friend. FRK, there you go. Feisty said, I watched the concert footage today. There you go. West Rain J, he says, Rick, what's up, buddy? What's up? Keith says, Rick, I wanted to ask you about the song I found on Spotify called Armila. What's the backstory in that song? Interesting, yeah. So, Mysteria is the keyboard player, and he basically did all the whole track. Apparently, originally, him and Neil Zaza, if you know who Neil Zaza is, he was going to play the guitar solo on it. Something happened, and Neil couldn't do the track, and Mysteria called me up and said, Rick, can you play it on this track, this Jason Becker track? I was like, Jason Becker, wow, yeah, sure, I'd love to. I was like, what's the song? He's like, Armila. I was like, I never heard of it. He's like, oh, it's one of his like demo songs. I'm like, okay, well, suit it to me, dude. And he said, just play whatever. Just play whatever. And I was like, well, I better kind of play it like Jason Becker, like trying to do some weird, cool stuff. And that was it, man. I didn't really have anything to do with it other than Mysteria sent me the track, and I lit some guitars up on it, and there you have it. But it's a cool song. It's very cool. I haven't heard that in a long time, man. Thank you for reminding me of that. It's been a minute. Unshaken says, hey, man, it's been a week, but I'm here, and you're doing freaking awesome. Thanks, Unshaken. I appreciate it, buddy. Phantom Ace, yo. I love yo. Yo's my favorite thing to say. Do the hardest thing you can play. Coming up right here, man. Next thing's the hardest thing I can play. And I'll bet you can't play it either. Not too many people can. No one can play this song. I love to see it. Punch harmonics. There you go. Ash said, that caused me off guard. I wasn't expecting to see this while doom scrolling. I know, right? I am the savior of doom scrolls. We have fun, man. We don't have a good time. All right, let's see. Paul says, great stuff, buddy. You rock. How about Iron Maiden? Oh, this is my favorite one. Oops, wrong way. Power Slave, that's the best. Patch said, did you ever think about going out and helping others that are struggling? I think you're a good role model and great motivator. I'd like to, man. I mean, even that costs money to do, maybe. It depends on who is out there, but I would like to do something like that. I'd love to help people. I wish I could do more. But when I have a job, I work from basically 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. every day. If I had 8 more hours in the day, man, I'd probably find a way, man. I probably would find a way. But I appreciate that, Patrick. One day we'll see what we can do. Someone's asking me if I did like keynote speaking and motivational speaking. I was like, man, I'd love to. That'd be something cool, man. Jake says the hardest thing Rick can play is his own songs. He'll be playing many of them tonight. You know that's right, Jake. I like that. King Ha says, have you ever played on a tour in front of people before, Rick? 100%, man. YouTube is new to me. I've only been doing YouTube for 2 years. Before that, from 1999 to 2005, I toured with Rob Rock all over the world. And the most people I played in front of was 30,000 at the Bang Your Head Festival in Germany. There's some footage of it on, if you want, look on my page, dude. And there is a video called Rick Renstrom Time Machine, I think is what it's called. And it's all like old live videos that I found on from VHS and DVD and stuff that I had. I watched it the other day. It's pretty cool, man. That Bang Your Head show is probably one of the greatest shows I've ever played in my life. That's amazing. Thank you, Savvy. Appreciate you, buddy. Man, let me see. Okay, here we go. Patrick Mollahan knows Neil Zaza. Neil's a great old friend of mine, too. I think maybe, I don't even know if he recommended me, but I've known Neil since 1987. He didn't go to, he went to the college I went to, but he had already graduated. And a couple other guys from his band actually were like interns and teacher's assistants there. But yeah, Neil, I saw Neil one day out of nowhere, because I used to go see him play, his band play, back in the day, and I was going to my jazz guitar teacher, my lesson, and out comes walking out is Neil Zaza. I'm like, Neil Zaza, holy moly! And we got talking, and me and him and my guitar teacher started talking. It was really cool. But I've known him for a long, long time. Amazing player. He won the Guitar Wars in Cleveland, 1988. That was one of the coolest things. Jake knows. DACs, Sam Bora, I'm a Blind Man? I sure don't, man. I didn't even know Richie Sambora had a song like that. He says, I'm exploring your stuff, liked it, had to check out if Becker had passed. He's still alive. He's still alive. Thank God. There you go, Serial. We just did some Made in BA. Serial knows he's got the Eye of Horus tattoo, man. Power slave, man. I don't mind being a power slave. Thanks, Patrick. Jake's got my link to my Sweetwater page. I'm a Sweetwater affiliate. If you, everything on there is stuff that I use during this live stream. So if you want to get up your musical game or get a better sound, get a better video, all that stuff is there. Mad Jake says, one of the best guitar players on YouTube, dude. Thank you so much, buddy. BMG, thank you so much there. Gerard says, what are some of your favorite bands growing up? Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Dio, Deep Purple, Rainbow. Some of my favorites of all time, for sure. 80s thrash band. Ugh, I didn't really get into thrash too much. I have to think about that one. It was like Megadeth. Was Megadeth thrash? I don't know. Feisty says, start a nonprofit or take donations to pay yourself a $100K salary. That sounds great. I would love to do that. Send me a blueprint of that, and I'll do it. Rick James says, born 87. There you go, man. Asper says, love your skill. Give me no excuse for my bad playing. Have a good one. No problem, buddy. Feisty says, 30,000 people is crazy. It was. But, honestly, you only see past probably maybe the first couple hundred. After that's a blur. It looks like a big blur. So it felt, even though there was that many people, it felt like I was only playing for the first 20, 30 rows of people. But it was awesome because when the song ends, it's like, a crowd just goes crazy. Like, dang, man. That's the drug. That's the drug of being a guitar player to being in a band. Is when you finish that song and the crowd just lights up, man. It's like, whew. Insane. Let's see. Sevi says, it's not a secret. How old are you? It's not a secret because you can Google it. So I don't say it online because I don't like saying it. I'm becoming too old, man. It feels stupid. I hate it. I hate being old. But you can go to Google, Sevi. Go to Google and type, how old is Rick Renstrom? And there you will have it. You will have it. All right, let's move on here. All right, someone said, what's the hardest song I play? Probably this one. And if you can play it, you're amazing. You're awesome. Let's go. There you have it. One of the hardest songs I play. But I make it probably look easy, I guess. I don't know. I love playing that song. It is very difficult, though. There's a lot of stuff going on there. Whoopsie. All right. I think we made it to that one. Wow. Isaac, yo, Isaac, man, appreciate you very much for the super chat. That is awesome. He says, hell yeah, man. Keep shredding on, brother. Thank you so much for that, Isaac. That's very kind of you, man. Very kind of you. Thank you so much, man. All right, what we got here? King Oz says, a lot of people are right that comment on your lives. You are the biggest rock motivator on YouTube. I always tune in because I keep getting amazed. That's awesome, dude. That's very nice of you to say, and I appreciate that. It means the world to me when I see things like that, you know. Because I'm just here having fun and having a good time with all my friends here, you know, and enjoying the show and that. And if I can give advice or, you know, any help to anybody, I'm here for you. You know, I'm here. Because I know the world's a different place. The world's a much different place when I grew up. It was a lot harder, but it was easier. You know, we didn't have a lot of things to worry about back in the days. Too many things to worry about these days, unfortunately. Patrick says, showing my age, Ace Frehley Kiss Alive 1 made me take up guitar. Would that come out? 70, 74, 72? Yeah, I mean, I was 6 when I first got that album. I don't know. Let's say this. I was 6 when I saw the Destroyer tour. It was in 1977. So yeah, I show my age too. Rick James says, "You ever hear the Midnight Rambles, Levon Helm in Woodstock, New York?" No, I've heard the name Levon Helm though. I don't know that otherwise, but cool, man. Gerard says, "Do you like Maiden's first singer, Paul Di'Anno?" Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I prefer Bruce Dickinson. I like the operatic style vocal. I didn't get into Iron Maiden too much until Number of the Beast, really, and I heard some of the Paul Di'Anno stuff. God rest his soul, rest in peace. Now, with that being said, Paul Di'Anno had a band called Battle Zone, and I have that tape somewhere here, and I love that. I think his voice was so cool sounding on that. I wouldn't totally get into the Iron Maiden stuff, but his Paul Di'Anno's Battle Zone is one of my favorite albums, and he sings amazing on that too. Don Paluto, thank you, buddy. Here you go, Jared. Patrick said, "I'd lucky to see Deep Purple in Madison, Wisconsin, back in the late '70s, '80s." Dude, that's awesome, dude. That'd be a good time to see him. I saw him in '84 on the Perfect Strangers tour. I used to have a shirt, a cool Deep Purple shirt. It was gray though, but I didn't care. But I wore that shirt so much that it became see-through. It was like a see-through shirt. I wore it so much. Jake says Paul Di'Anno wasn't a fan. I feel you there. Like I said, I wasn't a fan of that era of Maiden. But listen to the Paul Di'Anno's Battle Zone. It was completely different. It was really good. Fall Out Boy, I'm doing good, buddy. How you doing out there, man? Thanks, Fall Out Boy. Sevi says my oldest was born 1088. That's like the 9th century. You're pretty old then, brother. You're like 900 years old. I'm guessing 1988. Hopefully that's what you meant. Thanks, Fall Out Boy. Drummer, thank you, buddy. Feisty says, dude, it's simple. Get a good bookkeeper, someone to do all the admin. That looks pretty, on paper, that looks pretty simple. Now I got to put it into motion. I need something like that. Jared thinks Killers are sick. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. I don't remember it too much. I think I do. I think that's maybe the one out that's got that have Phantom of the Opera and stuff like that. I kind of like remember Killers was a pretty cool one. My friends in like 6th grade had it, and I was like, that's pretty cool, man. And then they popped on Number of the Beast. I was like, okay, I like this. M&M's, there you go. Good to see you again. Lone Star, thanks. Fall Out Boy's going crazy over there. He says, I can never play that good. You can play that good. You got to put time and effort into it. Rick James says, music is in your soul, man. I appreciate that, man. Sunny Honey, I like that. Thank you so much. Fall Out Boy says, you're probably the best I ever heard. I appreciate it, buddy. And I love Fallout. Stardust in the chat here. We are the Fallout. We're crazy. We played every Fallout, and we still play Fallout 76 like you wouldn't believe. Love Fallout. I can't wait for Fallout 5. There you go, Serial. There you go. King Ha says, man, this should be in a movie action scene. There you go, man. Spicy says, dude, it's simple. Let me show you. Show it to me, man. Show me the way. I like to do anything else but work. I like my job. But if I don't have to work anymore, that's kind of the money that I make. So that would be helpful. Patrick says, oh, well, I'll be 61 on the 24th, but my son and my grandbabies will call me. So I'm good. There you go, buddy. Birthdays at these ages suck, man. I don't like birthdays anymore. No problem, Sevy. Go for a Lone Star. Hope you got some good stuff. No, it's fine. Like I said, Google it. Just Google it. It's simple. Yeah, thanks, Fall Out Boy. Appreciate that. There goes the chat, man. Okay, there we go. I think I got it. Rick James says, hit the like and subscribe. Make sure you do so. I put videos out every single day. I go live 4 times a week. If you're enjoying the show, you're having fun in the chat, check us out. Hit the subscribe button. We're on our way to 38,000 right now. So be one of the many. That's following like we're growing like crazy right now. It's awesome, and I appreciate every single one of you in here that supports me. I do appreciate it wholeheartedly. Let's see. Lone Star says, best I've seen. Real talk. Thank you, buddy. Metal Mark says, hey, Rick, you ever heard of Kiesel brand guitars? What's going on, Metal Mark? Good to see you, buddy. He says, just watched the guy shredding on one. Nice. Was that Jay Tarantino by chance? I hope it was. I told him to get on here. I told him to get on this YouTube stuff. But yeah, I know who Kiesel is. Yeah, Kiesel used to be Carvin guitars. But not too many people played Carvin. Maybe Craig Shakikwo from Jefferson Starship. He was a big Carvin endorsee back in the day. There's a lot of people playing Kiesels now. But yeah, it's basically what was left of Carvin guitars. And I can't remember, Jeff Kiesel, I think his name. Him and his dad bought the company or something. Nice guitars. Handmade, whole 9 yards here in America and everything. Sunny Honey, thank you so much. Serial says, Kiesel are insane. So is the waitlist. Yeah, I hear that. They're expensive too. Ain't no joke. King Ha says, those faces when you make aren't the faces of struggle. It's the face of loving music you're putting out. Absolutely, buddy. Harry Lucan, thank you for that. Jordan, I never heard On the Hunt. I know Hunting High and Low by Stradivarius. I like that one a lot. Patrick Mollahan. Patrick, you 75? Dang, man. You don't look a day over 74. I feel you, though, man. I feel you. Music transcends all age, man. Young kids, old people. Even my mom. My mom's up. She's about almost 80 right now, and she gets into what I do. And she likes old stuff. She likes Ozzy. She likes Aerosmith. She likes Kiss. All that stuff, man. 80 years old, cranking it up, man. Absolutely, Jake. Echo that. Thank you again, Isaac, for that. We appreciate it. Mark says he looked them up. Guitar Pump in California, indeed. Yep. Jordan, not really, man. Read the pinned comment. Absolutely, buddy. Maybe we know it. Maybe we don't. Kobe Bean, it's all neoclassical. Metal Mark, how many albums did Diano make? What, 3 or 4? I'm not sure. I don't know those numbers. William S. says, you ever see The Who? No, I sure did, man. Back when I was maybe in like junior high school, The Who came to town. A bunch of my friends went. I didn't go. I wish I would have, man. But yeah, old Who was great, man. Insane stuff. Algo says, what's up, Algo? He says, curious, Rick, what do you think of the guitar from ZZ Top? Billy Gibbons? I mean, yeah, classic, dude. Dude can play that old, is it Texas blues, I think? He kills it, man. And the songs they wrote were huge, man. Huge songs, man. But yeah, I had nothing but respect for Billy Gibbons. Keith says, can you remember the song or band that ignited the fire? It was Yngwie Malmsteen. Realistically, the true fire ignition was Yngwie Malmsteen, Far Beyond the Sun. He was playing it on MTV. They played like the tail end of Far Beyond the Sun, and I was hooked, man. I was like, I gotta get that. I gotta do that. Mark says, I think that might be your favorite shirt. I haven't worn it in weeks, actually. But I do love it. I wore this as a kid, not this shirt. This is a replica. But as a kid, I wore this all the time. I had I think I had about 4 or 5 Judas Priest shirts. I had a Screaming for Vengeance shirt, I had a Defender shirt, I had a Turbo shirt, 2 Turbo shirts, I had a black one and a white one. And then I had one more Judas Priest shirt. I can't remember. Maybe it was Hellbent for Leather. I think I got. They used to sell like Spencer's or something like that. Someone used to sell like T-shirts like crazy back in the day. I live in winter. I'm doing good, buddy. How you doing, man? Feisty saw Deep Purple back at the Universal Blue Oyster Cult. Wow, dude. Keith was born in '88. Represent. There you go, buddy. Andre Dodd, what's up there? Oh man, that chat went haywire for a second. Feisty knows that's what happened to Carvin. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Patrick. Alive was 75. Yeah. Was Destroyer then? Was Destroyer in 77? I thought you talking. We were talking about age, man. Oh, cool, man. Mark says it. It was Jay Shred. That's awesome, dude. Yeah. I don't know if he show up here or not. Jay's a great friend of mine from TikTok. I told him, I said, dude, you need to check out this YouTube stuff, man. It's on fire right now. Jay's amazing. He plays in a band called Ethereus. He pretty much just does what I do. It's like the same kind of thing. Shredding, metal, original songs. He's amazing, man. Amazing guitar players. One of my favorites. Like, you know, you guys watch me. I watch Jay. You know, Jay's one of the people I watch. Let's see, man. We got a lot of... King Ha says it was his birthday actually today, and he's 18, considered young, but he feels a little old. Oh, no, King. You're at the best part of life right now, man. Have fun. Have fun. Let's see. Feisty says, I'll find someone in your area. Okay, I appreciate it, man. Figure it out, man. I'm all about making some money, you know. I'm a capitalist, you know. I love making money. Got to get some money. However I can do it, we're gonna do it. Right now, it's my career job, you know. That's what makes the money. But I'm down. Calgary from Canada. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Matthew Parton says, what's up, bro? I didn't know you did lives. I'm so excited. That's awesome, Matthew. We got plenty more to go here, so I appreciate you hanging out, man. No problem. King, happy birthday to King Haha there. That's awesome, man. I will tell you privately, Feisty, send me another email. Didn't you send me an email a month ago or so? I replied back. I never heard back from you. But yeah, send me an email. We don't discuss particulars. Florida is about all you'll get. Anyone will get around here. Let's see. Val Kimber, yo, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. There you go, Mr. Cars. You know what's up. Lucifer, how's it going, buddy? Having a good day? Hope you're all as well. Okay, the Battle Zone. Battle Zone's cool, man. Serial says, what do you think of Bobby Lee? I know, right? He's a total meme. Everywhere. I mean, even they're doing like, I saw like a dog meme with him in it. Like this dog with funky, crazy hair. And there's Bobby. I'm like, wow, dude. Mr. But I have heard of Radiohead. I'm not a huge fan or anything. Definitely never learned any of their stuff. Nick Nicholson, that's awesome, buddy. Lucifer, thank you so much. I never saw Radiohead live now. I don't own any of their albums, tapes, nothing. Sevi says his older son lives in Canada and the other younger in the Ukraine. Well, that's crazy, man. Cariza Davis, what's up, man? Good to see you, buddy. Okay, the story was 76. So yeah, we saw the tour. I remember, maybe it was 76. I got a picture of me and my aunt. We're like going to, my aunt took me to the Kiss concert. And I'm pretty sure it was the Destroyer tour. It was amazing. Keith says, Rick, I saw Maiden is selling their jet to get that nonprofit going. Purchase it and come to DFW. There you go, man. I would love to, man. Soul Spark, how's it going? Algo knows. Excellent job, mods. Yeah, that was a whole big spammy jam session right there, man. Jesus. Wolf in the house. How's it going, buddy? Kobe Collie says, hey man, I love how enthusiastic you are about guitar and music. Do you have any advice about anxiety and worrying about the future? That's a tough one, man. Yeah. Nowadays, there's a lot. The world's uncertain. We have no idea what's going to happen these days in the world. But I think, I've always lived like it's the last day. You try and I mean, maybe I'm not out there partying every night or anything, but I try and make every day count. Make every day count somehow, and hope you just hope you wake up and the sun will rise again tomorrow, and you try again and another, try again. Just remember, the sun will rise again every day. I think that's all I can say. It's tough. It's tough, man. And I know younger people these days have got it the worst. There's so much to worry about. But remember, man, just live your life. Live your life and do what you got to do, man. And just keep going. It's the best thing you can do. Jake knows, like Thanos. Trolls are inevitable. They are, man. They are. Patrick says, "Screaming for Vengeance was the must." It was, man. That's a great record. That's one of my favorites, man. It's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece. Chris up in there. What's Jay's last name? Is Jay Tarantino, like Quentin Tarantino, but Jay Tarantino. He might go by Guitar Boss here. I can't remember, but yeah, look for Jay Tarantino. Amazing. I'm 41 says, Renstrom always pays his debts. We try, man. We trying. COVID, man. COVID got me knocked out with some debt, man. But we're getting there. Little by little, chipping away at it. Rana Cardenat from Brazil. Obrigado. Rana, how you doing tonight? Oh, okay, yeah, like I said, yeah, that narrows it down too much for a public setting. But yeah, just hit me up on an email, Feisty, man. I'll tell you. Mark says, "Yo, you play one of your Scorpions tonight?" Sales, I have not played it yet. We're still trying to get through the Holy Trinity. We haven't started the Holy Trinity, man. It's crazy. You're welcome, Kobe. I hope you do well, man. And we're here just about every night, man. If you ever need any uplifting, man, we come help you out, man. Yeah, right. What about Future Tense? That's a great song by not Nevermore, but Sanctuary there, Serial. But yeah, World Dane, dude, was awesome. My man could watch. He could read. He could write some lyrics. Sleepy VR, yeah, Falling in Reverse. Watch the world burn. That's it, man. That's right. Go Mega, how you doing, buddy? Carter T, thank you. What's going on, buddy? Bruh, what's up there, man? My man Collar Earthling says, Star Spangled Banner, your version? I don't even know it. I mean, I do. I know it in my head. I would love to play for one of the teams around here, do the national anthem, but yeah, I don't fly. We only do the national anthem when it's necessary. Mass Ripper, thank you, buddy. It'd probably be free shredding and wild though. Teresa says, my sister is on birthday. Can you say happy birthday to her? Happy birthday, Rizka Haryani. A lot of birthdays tonight. Metal Mark says, at least I live in a target city where if there's World War III, 1 second. There you go. I would. That's what I would want to, man. Honestly, I don't know if it's a target city around here. Not too. You never know. There's a pretty big military base. It's possible. Mass Ripper, 27 years now. I haven't played that one in a while, man. Dream and tell me. That's a great solo, dude, from Argentina. I appreciate you, buddy. I can't think of it. Patrick, have a great night, my friend. Take it easy. Gavin Jones back in the house. What's going on, buddy? Marco from Brazil. Obrigado, mi amigo. Bro, I love Pantera. Classic band, man. One of my favorites. I saw them live in concert back in 96, 97. Amazing. Thank you, Matthew. That's awesome, dude. I appreciate that. My favorite Yngwie song? I like Now Your Ships Are Burned. That's a good one. Patrick says Future Tense was also a song by April Wine. Well, I did not know that. He says, did Jimi Hendrix use the whammy on his Woodstock? A little bit. Serial knows Sanctuary is so good. I love when there's new songs frozen. It's hard, man. Yeah, Sanctuary is the jam, dude. All right, man. Wow, it's like 11:30 and we haven't even barely played any songs. I don't know what's next. Aren't we doing the Holy Trinity? We might have to burn through these. All right, Holy Trinity time. This one, we got 3 songs right in a row that are serious contenders. Hot jams coming through. We're going to kick it off with The Fire Within. gonna try to. Oh yeah, oh yeah. The Fire Within. What a track that is, man. That's a crazy song right there. And again, one of my hearts. They're playing all the hard songs now. A lot of great comments. Let me see what we got here. Missed a couple from Ariel Stone from Argentina. This is the first time WhatsApp I see it. That's great. Good to see you too. Let's see. Sebi says add some more likes. There you go. Tim, we do some Dio here in a little bit maybe. Let's see. There's Ariel again. Seriously, it reminds me of Corner. Remember that band? Was that Mass Jackal? That's a good song, man. C3PO says, hello, your sound is light years above the rest. Thank you very much. Anthony from Nova Scotia, good to see you. Marcos, that was probably it right there. My man wants Smoke on River. When did Deep Purple put Smoke on River out? I'm not sure. Yeah, Smoke on the Water, that's a classic. I Live Winter says, curious, have you heard the Russian post-punk band Kino? That's a pretty catchy guitar. I've never heard of them, my friend. Never heard of them at all. Criatorio from Brazil. Obrigado and boa noche. Algorithm, thank you. Drummer, thank you. Jake knows Holy Trinity time. Rana, thank you. Marcos, thank you. The Cyclops says, anyone who says they can't play guitar needs to look no further. Killer, bro. Thank you, my man. Thank you so much for that. Wildlife, there you go, buddy. Good to see you. Marume Dojo, there's definitely a way. Open your mind. Open your mind. Chris says 30 seconds around 90. Very fast. Wait. I don't know. I could do 30 seconds at 210. That's super fast. I don't know. What was the context? I don't know. 30 seconds around 90. I think the Fire Within's about 130. I think. Can't remember. 128. Something weird like that. Sebi's gonna have a shot at whiskey. Nice. There you go, buddy. Yeah, poise. Thank you. Rana. Oh, Angra. I love Angra. Fireworks, one of my favorite albums from them. The old one, too. Thanks, Cycloptic One. Alina, thank you. MT911, thank you, brother. Al goes like, Shredathon. Well, suck if Rick isn't chosen. When's the Shredathon? I have been chosen. Are you talking about the Shred collab? I'm in it. I'll be in it, yeah. If that's what you're talking about. I made it. But I like a Shredathon. That sounds cool, too. MT, you got it, buddy. Thank you. Lily Sumi, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lily. Jake knows he's in. Wildlife, buddy, you rock, man. Double super chats from Wildlife. Thank you so much, my man. Royce Madison, thank you so much. Marcos, thank you. Matthew's like, you're fast AF. I feel it. We rock. Harry Blues, thank you. David Brose, my man. What's going on, friend? He says, I always bring this up on March 19th, the death of Randy Rhoads. My God, is it today, man? God bless Randy Rhoads. Rest in peace, man. One of the greatest of all time. You know, actually, there was quite a few articles today on Randy Rhoads, you know, from like Guitar World and things like that. He said the solo, or it was an old interview they dug up, and he said the solo from Little Dolls off of Diary of a Madman was just a scratch track. It wasn't even supposed to be the solo. They didn't have time to finish it, and they left it. And that solo is amazing. It's amazing, dude. Then you got to think, what else did he have in mind? What else could he have had in his mind to write something better than what was already there? It's amazing. It's amazing. Wow, Bill, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. I'm doing great. Hope you are too. Matthew's like, then that trend picking, man. Best I've ever heard or seen. That's no joke. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you very much, bud. Lily from India, much love to you out there. Thank you so much. Marco says, the way you play this blows my mind. You got something. You got the feeling. Thank you, Marcos. Appreciate that. All right, on, Savvy. I try to be. I try to look good, you know. Well, I live in winter, know some Russian or something, man. I didn't know you knew some Russian, man. Dang, nice. Let's see. Kobe says, you like some KSE? Yeah, Killswitch's killer, man. Great band. You're going to see him on the 3rd. That's dope, dude. I'll bet you they rock live, man. Thank you, Rana. Keith Demo says, smoke on the water. First thing my teacher. Absolutely. That's the first thing my uncle told me. He showed me that, and then Breaking the law. And then Layla on top of that, too. Matthew says, Smoke on the River is the remix. Is it? Which river? The River Thames? Thames River? Because the song was about a river in Switzerland, or a lake in Switzerland. So this must be the River Thames. This one. Smoke on the River. It goes. That's Smoke on the River right there. Oh, man. You gotta love that. You gotta love that, right? I'm going to write that. Smoke on the River. Feeling it. Let's see. C-Con, thank you from India. Much love to you. Efon's like, let's rock and roll, dude. We about to, buddy. Thank you, Claudio. The Sin Clown, he said, Craig sent me. Can I get an eighth? $15, little man. Put that stuff in my hand. That's a classic. I don't know any. I know I've listened to Stradivarius, but I don't know any of their songs. Like I don't know how to play them. Chris says, "Wait, what? 16's at 2,000. 200 is saying 230. It's about as fast as I go." I can find the song, man. We'll play it. I haven't played it in a minute. It's a tough song, too. I mean, literally, I am at the end of the song, 210, and I go crazy on it. I'm like, I'm done. Maybe we'll save it for the end. We'll do one last blast. Huh? Michael Fairbank, you know that's right. Rip RR, man. YNS Fur, hello to you. Ira Dyson knows Randy Rhoads is iconic. He is, man. Nick, I don't know any bluegrass, but I like that Billy Strings kid, man. Good stuff, man. Matthew Partain, he says, like, Randy was one of the guys that he was, man. Awaken Be, bless you and your family. Thank you very much. Don Kern says, Baltimore loves you. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you so much. Sevi is Ukrainian. Okay. You never know. I don't know. I don't know until you tell me. Like Ney Ferreira says, I'm from Brazil. Obrigado, Ney. Good to see you. Howard says, yeah, even without Ron Howard, I feel that. Thanks, Don. Isla Winter says, I need a disc of Until the Baron to play in my car while at night. I have a disc of the Deep Purple live in concert in Japan. So it'll go perfect. There you go. Discogs, I think. Maybe on eBay too. There could be a few on eBay left. But Discogs. They're in Europe. There's a ton left in Europe. So you have to probably get it imported. Maybe someone sells it on eBay though. I can't remember. Josh, do I know Mississippi Queen? I know that I've heard the song by now. Mississippi Queen, if you know what I mean. Classic. Serial Flute knows what's coming up. Iris says, what does the wrench mean, the blue wrench? It means it's a moderator. Person that is a moderator. Wardang Shaw, good to see you, bro. There it is. My Jungle Love. Oh, wee, oh, wee, oh. That's some funny stuff, man. All right, sounds good, Sevi. No problem. No problem. All right. We come in and have fun. Come in and have some fun. That's what we do here. Matthew says, anything after 2:30 is like a blur. I feel that. There you go. If I see dust in the water, what's that turn into? A mud pit. He says, got catnip? Yeah, I got that good catnip, that hydroponic catnip. All right, let's move along here. Next up, craziness. All right, so I had to add a new disclaimer. If you're driving or driving, slow down, pull over. If you're in your couch or chair, buckle up, hang on to your socks. And a new disclaimer, if you're flying a plane right now, yeah, autopilot. Autopilot for the next 4 minutes. Let's go. This one's called Speeder, everybody. I think it is. Yeah, sure. Ready? We're volumed up? All right, let's go. go, Speeder. Hope everyone's safe after that one. That's a good one. That was a good take of that, too. That's a smoking take of that. Mein Gott. That was crazy. A lot of great comments, too. I appreciate all of them. Thanks so much for hanging out tonight. Let's see what we got. Okay, I think I'll start around there. All right, there you go. Don's like, fellow vapor? Yeah, I feel you, man. Stress, man. But I quit smoking, thank God, at least. You know, that was the worst, man. Smoking's the worst. I don't even like the smell of it. Mark says, oh, dang, you can play better than me. Hey, man, I ain't better than nobody, and nobody's better than me, man. We just do what we do and have fun. That's all you got to do, have fun. Never worry about who's better, who's worse, who's the same. Worry about you. Have fun. We appreciate you, Mark. Don Curry, he's got to go to bed, man. Or he's talking about some bed. I feel you, man. I live in Winter says he knows some Russian. I didn't mention it, but I'm from Lithuania. Oh, nice, dude. Knowing some Russian is quite useful. I feel that. All I know is spasibo and do svidaniya. Those are the only two Russian things I know. Okay, Don's in bed and he's strapped in. There you go, buddy. Sevi says it's only 11:50. I don't know. Is that the time? Yeah, around that time. Let's see. Jake knows. Speeder time. Thank you, drummer. Don Kerr, thank you. God Joe, good to see you, guy. Hope you're doing well tonight. AJ Trippin, thank you. Tuxedo Cat, thank you. Matthew, thank you. We going, Don. You know what's up. Lone Star, he's like going crazy. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, Jake's got their speeder solo. 30 seconds. Thanks, Don. Algo says, hardly seems real until you see it in real life. I know, right? Paradiddle. Appreciate you, Paradiddle. Hey, where's my chat? Dang it. Oh, here we go. All right. Paradiddle says, Monster Rick, so good, man. You're a wizard. I appreciate that, man. He says, it's like a stroll in the park for Rick. A little bit. I've gotten that one down pretty well now. Thank you, Algo. Chris says, spot on the pancreas on October. Stage 4 cancer diagnosed December. Passed on February 3rd. My mom is now home with me today in ashes. Oh, my God, Chris, man. That's horrible, dude. I'm so sorry to hear about that. And this is right. Love your everything. It can happen fast, man. I know, man. Trust me, man. I've had quite a few losses early on in my life. It's tough, man. It's tough. I think, you know, the older I've gotten, you know, the stronger I've gotten. Man, it's never easy. It's never easy. And I'm very sorry to hear about that, Chris. God bless you and your family, bro. Nick V, thank you, man. Invisible Man, thank you, brother. Baba, he says strong. Thank you, man. Thalunga, bro. Appreciate that. Don Kern, thank you, Devin. George West from Australia, good to see you. Australia was amazing this last weekend. If you know anything about Formula One in Australia, one of the best races I've seen in years. That was amazing. Gibson Acosta, thank you, buddy. Gilberto Palma, thank you. Sevi, Don Kern, amen, absolutely, man. Isabel says, I'm raiding, it seems. There you go. Marcos, thank you. Lex G says, yo, Rick woke me up. I feel that. Yes. Matthew says, my face is officially melted off. I feel it, man. We do offer face melt insurance here. As long as you're subscribed, we might be able to help you out. I live where it says, if guitar playing speed would be a car race, you'd be going the final lap, leaving the rest behind. I feel that, man. Pole position. Sebi, he knows F you. I feel that, man. That's a good one to know in America. Steve says, Rick, it's Steve here. What's up, Steve? Good to see you, buddy. Invisible Man, thank you. Thanks, Tion. Vasolova, okay, Russian. There you go. Isabel's got the turmeric and roast garlic. There you go. Looks like we got a new talking about some food already. Just let's jam, people. I'm a German myself. Love to jam with you sometime. I appreciate that, Steve. If I ever get out of the house, man, we might just do that. Man, we gotta get out of the house someday. Marco asks, how old when you started playing guitar? I was 14 when I started playing. I didn't take it seriously until I was 15. Sure. Isabel says hashtag black pepper. There you go. Always some good black pepper. Desmond's back. Weren't you playing some video games with Desmond, our Call of Duty kid? That's good to see you, buddy. Absolutely, Chris. He knows you. We must rock on and love. 100%, man. 100%. Autographs TTM. How's it going, bro? It's just follow you. I'm always your fan. Now I just found out you're jam pal. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that, man. That's awesome. Rana, thank you. Isabel says, here's some pizza. I love pizza. You know, Isabel. I love some pizza. That's good. Norm Jones, what's up there, man? Marcos, you're welcome. There you go, Don. Hey, look, I got to the final chat, or end of the chat. All right. That's good news. All right, we can move on. What's next? Storm Rider. All right, lots of wild stuff happening these days. You know, the world is a storm. We got to weather the storm, right? It could be the weather itself, you know. It could be snow, could be heat, could be rain, could be sleet. You never know. Hurricanes, cyclones, everything out there is a storm. That's why we are the storm riders, and you gotta ride that storm 100% every day. That's what this song's about, storm riding. Let's go. Storm Rider. Hope you weathered the storm with me on that one. That one got kind of got a little hurricane style there. That was crazy. All right, what's next? We got the Holy Trinity done. Look, we're on time tonight. All right, we're gonna play that. We're gonna play the song of the week next. Since I got to play it. Oops, gotta go backwards here. Song of the week is higher up. There it is. There it is. All right, we'll get that queued up and ready. Let's see what we got. We got a lot of great comments there. Appreciate that one. That one brings the fire out of me. That song right there. That's some good stuff, man. That's some good stuff. Yeah, let's see. Okay, I remember Isabel's Pizza. So remember that one. Let's see. Jake says he feels a storm brewing. You know how we roll. Don says I started every day a year ago. I'm 50. Man, that's awesome, dude. It says, what's your favorite riff or band that you like and enjoy to play? Not too many, dude. I haven't played covers since I was probably 20 years old. We played a couple things here and there with when I was in Rob Rock, just nothing like some Judas Priest. But yeah, I probably like Judas Priest. I know a lot of Judas Priest. I know a lot of King Diamond, stuff like that. Dio, classic 80s stuff, bro. Jake knows Storm Rider. That's what's up. Isabel. It's Clown of Fire. There you go. The musical. I like it. Lou Gaming says, just came in the stream. This is amazing. Just showing how anyone can do anything. It's true. It's true, man. You got to put your mind to things, man. A lot of people don't use their mind these days, and you got to, man. Now more than ever. But people use ChatGPT more than their own brain, and that's why people don't make it, man. You got to work hard. I appreciate that comment. Algo says, amazing stream, Rick. I have to run, but keep on keeping on. Great mods, good chat. Take care. I appreciate you, Algo, as always, man. Red Librarian says, making it look easy, bro. I know, right? I do play that one a lot. It's one of my favorites to play, actually. Steve says, wow, impressive, pal. I'll drum with you any day. I appreciate that, man. Always can use more musicians. Thank you, Sevi. Isabel, thank you so much. Drummer, appreciate you, brother. Don says, coincidence? Always played but got serious at 50. Rock on, bro. I feel that, man. I feel it, man. It's never too old to rock and roll. You know what they say? It's never too old to play your guitar, never too old to learn how to play guitar, or any instrument for that matter. You're never too old to do anything. It's all in your mind. Your brain has the blueprint to do anything on this planet. You got to unlock the blueprint. That's it. Rhea Putra, thank you so much there. No problem, Isabel. We appreciate you. Lucas says, nah, you need to be performing this at a concert right now. This is fire. Appreciate that, man. That's the goal. That's the dream, right? I would love to have my band behind me, an orchestra behind me, a choir behind me, big, huge, screen, 50-foot screens and stuff. That'd be sick, dude. It's my dream. Play with a mix of band and orchestra. Instruments. It'd be sick. Thank you, V. Crackerjack, thank you there. Hugo Truth, appreciate you there. Cracker said, it gets better every time. I appreciate it, man. We get better and better, man. Keep practicing. Isabel says, slay, bro, dear skull. That sounds like a... Skull. That's Norwegian, I think, eh? Sounds a bit, possibly Svenska? Sure. Maybe she'll tell us. Don says, well, damn, that was about perfect. Inspiring to practice 3 times a day. There you go, buddy. It was about perfect, except the one I did mess up. I did mess something up. I do some mess ups just to do them sometimes. Actually, I was distracted by something, but I try and throw a mistake in somewhere so people can't say I'm fake. I try. Chris back, thank you so much for that. That means a lot. Appreciate you. Steve says, how are you not on TV? Famously, pal. I'll promote you from down there. There you go, buddy. Get me on TV, man. Everyone says you should go on America's Got Talent. Man, I applied for America's Got Talent. I got a call from America's Got Talent. I did this huge interview with the casting agents. I never heard a word ever since, man. It feels like people are going to have to do a change.org petition to get me on the show. I don't know. Jake says, Rick needs to snip a couple sorts out of that place. I think I just might, man. What's sad is that I record every show. I've got weeks of material. I gotta go through all this stuff. Other one says, I feel the lightning strike in the core. There you go. Isabel says, we'll make you think. There you go. There you go. Thanks, Tough Tech. Jesus, or is it Jesus? I've never seen that spelling before, but appreciate you, man. Cracker Jack. Jack, thank you. Cracker Jack and Jack, right, but side by side. Appreciate that. Lex G, I appreciate you, brother. V said, it was hot. There you go, V. That's what we like to hear. Marco Silva, my first real guitar was a Charvel Model 4, 1986 Charvel Model 4. That wasn't my first guitar, though. My first guitar, I don't even know what it was. It was like a Gibson. I looked it up. I finally figured out what it was, but I can't remember what it was. LP 150 or something? Something weird. Rhonda Cardinal, thank you. There you go, Isabel. Yash says, I never played an electric guitar. It's always good to do. Cracker Jack says, Plume's a good baby. I don't know. I've been like these geek bars, man. They taste really good to me. And they're like lower in nicotine, so that's good. I haven't tried a lot of other ones. I Live says, talk about Fallout. Have you played Shadow of Chernobyl? It's pretty dark. I played the original Stalker games. I haven't tried the new one yet. I want to. I have Game Pass, so it's free for me to play. I just haven't had a chance. We got a lot of games that we play over here, sadly. And we mostly play multiplayer games. That's a single player game, so that's probably what's slowing me down. Isabel says, I've got no coordination. Unless it's wind. There you go. Dave Ross, thank you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Ronna Cardinal, thank you there. Raleigh, there you go, buddy. Blind musician, we got some cool licks. We got a real cool lick coming up actually here. Thanks, Ronna. Steven says, dude, you're one of the most inspirational guitar players there is, my brother. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that very much. Colonel Dysfunction, what's up, big dog? How you doing, man? Can I play any King Gizzard? No, I don't know any of that stuff, dude. I heard it, though. People on TikTok used to bug me all the time. Like, King Gizzard and the Wizard Lizard or whatever. I was like, what the hell is that, man? And I checked it out. It's actually really good, man. But, yeah, I don't learn songs anymore. I write songs. You're okay, Isabel. Thank you. Pitch a corn, hello to you. You're welcome, Marcos. Craig, that's the Plume THC vape. No, I don't mess with that stuff anymore. I stopped all drugs and alcohol back in 2011. Not good for you, man. I mean, but if you have the wherewithal and you don't got to worry about nothing else, I don't judge anyone that does THC stuff, man. Because I did it like crazy when I was a chronic, man, back in the day. Sevi says, sorry I'm lost you. No, you're still here. You're fine. All right. Guess we're good to go on the comments. I got to the end. This is a new song. We just wrote it on Saturday. If you were in the live chat on Saturday, you watched me write this whole song from start to finish, which was pretty cool. It's pretty fun time. It was fun seeing everyone. Well, there's a couple people that are like, do this, do that, do this. I'm like, this is how I write. I'm showing you how I write. You gotta love it, man. I'm a producer. I'm not looking for production. But it was fun. I really enjoyed it. I played it terribly though that night. We're gonna play it again. I got it a little better this time. A little more interesting. Let's see what we can come up with here. We did come up with a title for it. It's called Lights Out. Lights Out. That's the title forever. Lights Out. All right, check it out. Let's see if I remember it. Oh, there you go. That was a whole lot better. A whole lot better than Saturday, man. It's like, yeah, like that's hard, man. I mean, I write a lot of times. I write the songs on the Saturday. I write them a couple hours beforehand. And I might get to just play them like real quick, just a couple quick playthroughs. But everyone watched me write it, and we were running so short on time. I let it fly, and it was okay. But there's so many different key changes going on in this song that you can get confused really quickly. That's a fun one though. I enjoy that one. I like it. I like that song a lot now. It was fun. Hope you enjoyed it too. Let's see what the comments got to say about it. All right, where we go here? All right, we got that. Ren C, thank you so much. I think I missed that one. Blind musician, hopefully that was cool enough for you. Appreciate you, man. Let's see. All right, okay. I went up a little too high there. Terminal, that was a complete original song. Appreciate you, man. Yash Patek, thank you. Cracker Jack's like, here we go. There you go. Vilo Minalova from Liverpool. Good to see you over there. Hope you're doing great today. Thanks, Cracker Jack. Sucker Punch says, can you make up an intro for me for a song? I could try. You got to send me an email or find me on Facebook or Instagram, and we can go over any details there. I appreciate that. Cocktail Alchemist from India, much love to you. Thank you for hanging out here. Thanks, Cracker Jack. Rana says, I hope you realize your dreams. I hope so too, Rana, and I appreciate you for that. When you put good things out in the universe, you can only hope that you'll get great things in return. So that's all we do here. We try and put the great stuff out in the universe. There you go, Lex. Cracker Jack knows now. Lights out. He says, tasty riffs. Appreciate that. Tarwa Mayer, thank you. Thank you, drummer. Yash Pathik, he says, Shred Master. Appreciate you, man. Jake's got the link there. He says, see Rick create the backing track for this song starting at 1:13. I'm going to edit all that into a real video, hopefully in the next couple of days. Thanks, Cracker. Keith Demo, appreciate that. Velo, thank you so much. He says, when I lived next to it, I'd go to the Dallas Symphony Orchestra at the Meyerson during the week. Go see an EDM show on Friday and a metal show on Saturday. Nice, dude. That's cool, man. Very cool. I haven't been to a classical concert in eon. I would love to go hear something. I haven't been out. I don't go to any concerts anymore. It's been a while since I've been to a concert. I think if Slipknot would come here and play like at an arena, not outside, they always play outside. I hate going outside. Like, in the sun, especially in Florida, not good. Lou Corvée says, you sound like a mix of Marty Friedman and Sinister Gates. That's dope, man. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that, man. Sinister Gates and Marty, those are killer players, man. Foxy, thank you so much. Sevi says, Hartley found you on the internet. Please send in chat name of your cha, please. I don't know what that means, but we'll try and figure it out for you, buddy. Marcos, thank you. Mark, thank you. V says, Rick, the short title is so powerful and descriptive. Could you please tell us more about the process of the naming? And I told you to remind me, and thank you for reminding me. Yeah. So when I'm making my short videos or whatever, I'll cut a clip. I'll find the perfect clip that I think's worthy of being uploaded. And then what I'll do is I'll listen to it. I'll watch it and I'll listen to it like several times over. And then I will think of one word, just one word. It could be anything like life or love or respect or any word that I can think of that I feel while watching it. And then I'll sit there and I'll think about a quote. I'll try and come up with a quote. Something that's inspirational to someone, or might affect someone in a certain way. Might bring out a certain feeling in some way. And that's that. Then I create the title itself. Based on that one word. So it takes a few minutes. It takes me a few minutes, but I've gotten it down to the science where I'm pretty quick with it. Sometimes I'll use a site called Brainy Quotes, and I'll take some inspiration from someone in the past who's written a quote with that word in it, and I'll adjust it in such a way. So it comes both ways a little bit. But yeah, it's fun though. And in the description, I just try and come up with something that's inspirational to some people. Mostly it's guitar related. Trying to let practice your guitar more, or if you want to be great at something, you got to put the time in. Things like that. It's a process for sure, but I've gotten down to a science, like a cookie cutter science that I can just rip through them pretty quick nowadays. Thank you, V. I hope it sounded a lot better this tonight, and I gotta watch what I did because there was some cool stuff there. 700 pounds, appreciate that, man. Ilover says, "Dang, awesome to hear something fresh out of the oven for sure." Yeah, that's the second time I've truly played the song in anger, as they would say, or live in front of people. But yeah, I finally got to play it. I played through it a couple times just to like think, okay, what can I do here? What can I do? What was that key I was actually playing in? It was a mess. Lex G, thank you for that. Lebowski, appreciate that very much. Thank you, Rana. Amber Moon. Where's that? Amber Noon. Okay, there you go. What's my favorite solo to play? We played pretty much all of them. I do all my songs I play every night are mostly. I love playing all of them. They're fun to play. Very technical. Probably Until the Bitter End. It's one of my favorites. That one's got a lot going on. That Storm Rider's got a really amazing solo in it. I love playing that one too. All good. You know that's right. Thank you, brother. Atkinson, what's up, bro? He said, that was awesome. Love it. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Rana loved it. Thank you, Rana. Sopomo Arvi from Indonesia. Good to see you out there. Thank you so much. Feisty Dude said, anything you play is Rockstar paper? Rockstar toilet paper? Or is that like, I don't know what that is. Rockstar. I got the Rockstar part. What's the paper? Atkinson, thanks for subscribing. Hey, if you're hanging out tonight, you're enjoying the show, you like the tunes, you want to keep me company here and there, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I put videos out every single day of the week, and we go live 4 times a week. We have a lot of fun here, great community, great people, always good time. So if you want to join the fun, make sure and subscribe. It's simple. Click of a button. Let's do that. Be like Atkinson here. Atkinson subscribes. The first time he's been here and he's subscribing. That's what's up. Okay, Feisty said that came out wrong. but it comes out right sometimes. Yeah, Jake's like, Rockstar paper towels? I thought it was toilet paper. Treasure X Bal says, brother, God made you to be the GOAT of all guitar players ever. Fame means nothing. You got the real jam juice on the string. I love that, man. Thank you, Treasure. I appreciate it. With Lexi and Daddy Blake, y'all rock. That's amazing. Gotta love that. Oh, okay, rock and roll, like roll of. That's a good one, Feisty. I was like, Rockstar toilet paper. That's probably the good stuff too. That's better than Angel Soft, or better than Charmin, I think. What the Rockstar's got? I want some of that. Thank you, Rana. Thank you so much. It makes a lot more sense, Feisty. B says, nice regarding the titles. Beautiful technique. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun for me. And, I'm always trying to come up with something inspiring, and as long as someone gets it, someone gets the emotion from it, that's all I can. But you got to come up with titles, you got to have something, for people to look at, All I do is play some guitar. I don't talk on my videos. I just play guitar and whatnot. So I got to give them something, a title to think about, a description to mull over, David's still here. That's awesome, brother. That's always great to have you around. Feisty says, more than rock and roll, rock X roll. Now, there you go. Thank you, Atkinson. Salem, what's up, dude? Feisty's feeling that one. Island says, that's true. Your short titles are always so inspiring. A good way to start there. There you go, I used to have a calendar when I was a little kid, It was like a quote of the day, or something like that. And every day was like some new quote. And I had it for years, My mom would get me something like a little calendar that you ripped off the paper, and it was a new quote every single day. My mom was an English teacher, an English major in college, so she was always pushing me, my English technique and my knowledge of the English language and other interesting facts. But it's very cool. So I know a lot. They just come to me. Feisty says, a wise man will create more opportunities than he finds. This is true. You gotta hit the shots. You don't make enough. Wayne Gretzky said, you miss 1,000% of the shots you don't take, something like that, or 100% of the shots. Thank you, Rana. Thank you. Nathaniel says, hey, is Lights Out going to be on a streaming platform? At some point. I have so many songs. I think I'm close to 80 80 originals now, so got to find some money to start recording this stuff professionally. We're trying real hard. We're streaming big. If we can hit, we're trying for 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. If we can hit that, there we go. We're gonna try. That could help out. That could be big for us. But hopefully, Nath, I want to get out. It's a great song. It's a cool song. It's better than I expected now. Spicy says, "Right to Sweet Beginning." That's an interesting one. Keith, have a good night, buddy. He says, "I'm out as well. Thanks for the vibes and coming. Appreciate the super chat, Keith. You rock, brother." He says, "What do you mean I don't pay my bills?" There you go, Keith. You're the man, brother. Always good to see you, and thank you so much for hanging out with us, man. Matthew Schneeweiss, I do not know any Muse. I don't think I've ever heard one song of theirs. If I did, it was probably in passing on the radio or something. Maybe I heard it in the grocery store or something like that. And I was like, and I didn't know what it was. Onkar says, "You're inspiring millions just through those frets playing. That's awesome." Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Something as Soundgarden. I was trying to think, how's a Spoon Man go? Da-na-na-na. There it goes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Spoon Man, come together. That's a great song. Heard it the other day. I was like, wow, that's a killer song. And Chris Cornell, man. God dang, bless his soul, man. What a singer, man. What a singer. See, Urban Beat. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Rana asked, "Do you remember your first composition? Could you play it?" Wow, I don't know. The first song I ever wrote. It'll be a long time ago. I was a little kid. I could write songs when I was a little kid. They are stupid songs, of course, but yeah, I don't think I remember one. I don't even think I have tapes of it anymore. I wish I did. I would love to hear some of these things when I wrote when I was like 15 and 16 years old. Matt says, "Fair enough. Muse has some solid riffs, especially in the early. That's cool. Yeah, I want to say like Bradley Hall did some sort of some Muse thing. I can't remember, man. But no, I don't listen to too much new stuff. There's a couple things I do listen to that's newer, but mostly old stuff, 80s stuff. No problem, Salem. No, I mean, we don't do requests specifically, but if it's some riff that I know, some song, even I never played Spoon Man in my life, but I was compelled to play it, because I've heard it, and I never knew the riff until I'm still wrong, I think. I don't even know what's after that, man. Native Guerrero, thanks for subscribing. We appreciate that so much, man. Thanks for hanging out. Renat says, "Thanks. That Chris is my favorite." Yeah, Chris and Lane were the two best singers of that era. Easily. Cole Gang, thanks very much, man. I appreciate that. Husky from USA, Georgia. Good to see you there, man. I got some family in Georgia, man. I've been there several times. Atlanta. Great. Used to be, I don't know how it is now, but when my grandparents lived in Atlanta, it was amazing. It was cool. If I said Spoon Man's the dumbest title ever, riff is great. Yeah, I don't know what the song means, honestly. I have no idea what it means. I just remember hearing it when I was, in that day. What we got next? I think we're going to play the blues song. I haven't played the blues song. We'll slow it down with some blues. How about that? We know Stardust wants to hear some blues. He said so. All right, check this out. I still don't have the title. I think I want to. It's too long though. It's like A Little Blues Never Hurt Anyone. Maybe Never Hurt. How about Never Hurt? All right, this one. Maybe I'm feeling this one. Never hurt. That's kind of cool, man. It's like, it's a two-way meaning. Like, you never hurt and you never want hurt. You know what I mean? I think I like it. Let's try it out. Never hurt, yo. Never hurt, everybody. Just play some blues, man. Enjoy your life. Never hurt. Have some fun. That's a cool song. That's a cool song. It's a classic, 145, you know. And I spruced it up. I tried to make it very Gary Moore. Like, this is kind of more like by tribute to Gary Moore or something like that, if most anything. But, you know, I love the blues. I grew up on the blues, so it has special meaning to me. I gotta write some more like that, or a different, you know. It's hard to write blues songs because, you know, there's only so much you can do. But anyway, appreciate you hanging out for that one. Let's see what we got in the comments here. Let's see. Josh W. says, damn, I love your music, brother. You've always been a hero of mine. That's awesome, Josh. I thank you very much for that, my friend. There's a lot of people. It's always cool to see, you know, because a lot of people, you know, knew me from the 2000s when I was in my prime, in my fame, you know. And the people are like, man, I remember you from that band back in the 2000s. I saw you play live in Germany or Italy or somewhere, you know. It's like cool, man. You know, it's super cool to see that. I've even seen people go back as far as like my band Wicked Ways when I was like in Central Florida. I was like, whoa, man. That's very cool, man. So it's always good. I appreciate that. Even I remember, I can't remember, was it Carlos or someone? No, it was early on when I started streaming again. This guy came in. He said he was in his 30s, but he said he bought my album when he was like 13 or something like that. I was like, wow, dude, that's crazy. That's really cool. When someone bought your album when it came out back in 2003, and they were just a kid, and now they're a grown man. That's something, man. That's something. Bama boy Ty, what's up, my friend? What you wild think? He says, better than me. No, I'm not better than anybody. I'm better than nobody, and no one better than me, man. That's how we roll, man. You got to remember that. I appreciate you, man. Stardust knows. Look at all those sandwiches. You looking good. You looking good. You know how it goes. Ilsa, hola to you. Tato, don't even know. It's a madhouse. I don't remember that one. Ilsa, gracias, Ilsa. Thanks, native. Ilsa, thank you very much. There you go, wild thing. He says cold steel. That's what we're talking about. John Marie LT, thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, Renat. Syndicate PvP says, sounds great, brother. Keep rocking. Appreciate that, man. Isabel says, they don't want you to skylark. I know, right? Isn't that like a Jamaican term? Skylarking. I can't remember what that is. Sevi, it's just the Eye of Horus, you know, the Egyptian symbol. He was one of the Egyptian gods from back in the, what was that, 20,000 years before Christ era? Or I don't even know, 5,000 years before? Yeah, it's like the dudes that built the pyramids and stuff, man. But I believe it was a symbol of prosperity and fortune, things like that. Mostly prosperity, I believe. Marina, thank you so much. Jake's like, you getting soulful on us, Rick? I'm getting old. I'm starting to slow down in my old age, Jake. I only get faster. But I gotta slow down sometime, you know? There you go, Feisty. He says roller skates. Feisty's over there roller skating. Thanks, native. He says, not blues. I don't know. It's kind of blues. It's a blues progression. Isabel's, don't press the button. Here's the bomb, the guitar bomb. There you go. Jake said, this is the bonus music you only get if you stay in the chat. Then ain't that the truth? I got one more to go here. One more to go. Feisty says, I want to see exotic ladies dance this in slow-mo. There you go, man. That's like the afternoon shift right there. You know, I was young once too. You know, I was young once too. Thank you, Sevi. Isabel, thank you there. Bear, there you go. Bear, man, bear, pig, I don't know. Zero, thank you. Native Guerrero, appreciate you, man. Renat says, thank you. My night is much better now. That's amazing. We love to see that. Rana loves the blues too. There you go. Uni Merlis, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you again. Feisty says, dearly beloved, we're gathered here for a thing called... There you go. Crazy Nikki, thank you so much for that. Appreciate you. Christian Chez, muchas gracias, amigo. Gigi, I don't think I ever heard one Black Label Society song except for like that song about Dimebag Darrell. Maybe that's the only one I ever heard. Not sure what. I don't remember how it goes. Renat, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Tell Christian thank you. Star says, I love when people pair an insult with a compliment. Isn't that the best? Isn't that the greatest? It's like, why say anything at all? Crazy Nikki, thank you for that, and thank you for hanging out tonight. We appreciate you so much. Stardust is Jake's sniping over there. Jake's got his 50 cal. It's Barrett. He's got him. There you go. Sevi says it is a blues. There you go. Gouch said, are you live streaming on multiple apps? Don't think I'm seeing what you're responding to. No, I am not on multiple apps. No, sir. I'm only on YouTube. I used to stream on TikTok and a little bit on Instagram, but they suck. I got tired of TikTok, man. Some days I think maybe I'll go back and do some TikTok lives, and I see a lot of my friends on there, and they're not getting numbers like we used to. We used to get a lot of big numbers over there. I have not seen big numbers like that on any of my friends that stream. So it's like, nah, I don't know, man. I had my time on TikTok. 27,000 followers on TikTok. I'm happy with that, I think. Lost Art of Junk. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate that. King Ha says, it's been a blast. Good night, King. Have a great night and a great birthday, buddy. Take care of yourself. Uni says, good. He's good and good to see you once again, rocking. Absolutely, my friend. 4 times a week we crank it out here. You know how we do. Marco Ramirez, muchas gracias, amigo. What is the last song of the night? Let me see. What did I have written down? 0201. Oh, that's that Sabotage song, I think. Okay, yeah. This is a cool song. I like this song. Alright. I don't have a title for this one yet. It reminds me of Chris Oliva. I don't know why. I mean, obviously the riff's very Chris. I remember the notes. There's like some weird notes here. I remember those notes. Yeah, it's something like, it feels like something Chris Oliva would have written. This riff. I don't know where it came up. I actually wrote it on the keyboard first, and then came up with the riff, or just doubled it what I was playing on the keyboard. So, that'd be cool. I'd love to. I haven't seen John Oliva in probably 10 years. Sadly, I haven't talked to him in a while. John's an amazing person, and he was super cool to hang with. Well, let's try this out. We don't know what the name of it is, but we'll try and play it. crazy. That's a fun song. Man. That's a really fun song to play. I can't believe that, man. Wow. Enjoyable. I like it. Another new song. If that came out, when did I write that song? I wrote that song on, the date is February 1st. I wrote that song. There you go. That's still pretty new. Still pretty new. A lot of great comments there. Appreciate all of them. I don't even know where I left off. Okay, I think I remember. Okay, I remember that one. I Live in Winter says, man, that was beautiful. I love the beat as well. Pure general. There you go, buddy. Lost Art of Junk. Appreciate you very much there. Thank you for that. All right, King. I think I missed a few comments earlier. Okay, I think I got it right now. Crazy Nikki, 27 years now. Pretty good. Jake says, thanks to all the new subscribers and everyone in the chat. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Thanks each and every one of you for hanging out today. If you haven't yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. I do put videos out every single day of the week, Monday through Sunday, and then again, and then again, and again. We go live 4 times a week right now, and we have a lot of fun here. We have a great community, great chats, always great chats. We got great moderators that keep it clean and get rid of all the vermin and trolls that crawl out of their putrid caves or whatever you want to say. So if you want to join a great community, have a great lot of fun when we stream, make sure you subscribe. Also, make sure you hit your select your notifications so you know when I'm playing, when my videos come out. That'd be awesome. Thank you for that. Let's see what we got. Sean Cole, he says, I'm amazed at your string noise control. Better than the guys I jam with. There you go, man. It takes a lot of work. It's a lot of synchronization. That's the word I was trying to think of. I do have a video on my channel that teaches how to get your synchronization better. And that's the number one thing, is making sure that when you pick a note, you're playing the note. And that is big. Appreciate it. King says he's going to stay for the last song. Well, there you go. There's your birthday song, buddy. Hope you enjoyed that, man. Christian, yeah, Django's amazing, dude. Isabel said, I got here late. I just found a flick of fate. Anything over 30 is a concert. There you go. That's how we do. Every night we put on a concert and a Q&A. That's how we roll. Jessica Martinez, thank you so much for that comment. Appreciate you. Lost Art, appreciate that. Thank you. Isabel says, who gets Pantera? I got Pantera. I love Pantera. Tom and Turnack Farm, thank you there. Jamal, thank you. Crazy Nikki said, how old? We don't say how old I am, but you can Google. I think Jake did mention that. Let's see. Uni Merlis, thank you. Jeremy LT, thanks, brother. What Wild Things to do? That's unreal. I thought I was listening to Ingve. I feel that. I love Ingve. He's my favorite. Maybe we'll do an Ingve. I thought we were supposed to do an Ingve. We're supposed to do all kinds of stuff. What time? 12:53. Might be able to sneak something in here quick. Jake says, Rick would tell you to Google his age, so I'll just say that. There you go, Jake. You know what's up, man. I'm old, but I'm young at heart. How about that? There you go, Milo. No one's got excuses, buddy. Pick it up and jam. That's all you got to do, man. Isabel says, I got you with the flute. There you go. We love the flute. Irmaz Star 666 says, ripping them strings. Freaking awesome, bro. Thank you, man. The Star on, thank you. Sator Slurs, he's not sure. He says, how? Oh, expand your mind. Expand your mind. Anything is possible. Anything is possible in this world, my friend. Open your mind and expand. Let's see. Where'd the comments go? There we go. Lost Ark. Appreciate you, man. Jacob's like, bro is shredding. Who he is. There you go, Isabel. Sincronacion. Is that how you say it in Spanish? Sincronacion. I like it. Thank you, Jessica. I appreciate that very much. Ermaz TR Triple. Thank you, buddy. Thanks, Lost. Crazy Nikki got it. Hopefully, Google's the place. Google has all the answers. What Wild Thing says, this man deserves 12 identical Lambos. I appreciate that. I would actually trade those in for Ferraris, though. Much prefer Ferraris. I actually take 6 Ferraris and 6 Mercedes-Benz. AMGs. How about that? That'd be sweet. Let's make it happen, people. I see all these kids, man. People throw money at the screen for kids that don't do nothing. Man, I swear. But it's all good. It's all good. One day. I had a Mercedes. I had two different Mercedes back to back for several years. Amazing cars. John Gershon, thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Jake says, this song is fire. Loving that, man. Yeah, I like that. It's fun. Chris Oliva, man. That's my tribute to Chris, man. David George says, did they show a Kiss? Did they show Kiss in the movie? The band Kiss? No, I don't think so. No. There was probably some kissing in the movie, I believe. A little bit, but I think there's only one scene of nudity in the entire movie, though. Just a fun fact. But a great movie. One of my favorites. Probably it's my top 3. God says, Jesus Christ, dude. Well, I remember one time I almost played Smoke on Water. There you go. Almost is good enough, man. I play it 50 times a week sometimes. So. I play it enough for you. How about that? Thanks, Hermaz. Hard Life from Cape Town. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for hanging out. Fausto from Mexico. Muchas gracias, amigo. Y bienvenidos. Crazy says, what's my outlook on Yngwie? I mean, I love the Yngwie, the old Yngwie, the young Yngwie when he was, just came to America and all the way up to like the Trilogy album. I loved Yngwie. I learned everything he did back then. Nowadays, I don't follow him too much. I watch a video here and there. I do like I like the Rick Beato interview he did. That was really cool to see. But I think he's like on a lot of what do you call it? Certain types of psychotropic drugs. Is that what they are? Like Xanax. I believe he's on Xanax. So he is super mellow and chill these days, and it's kind of cool because and I've met him before, and he was super cool to me. But I've seen him be not so cool to people. So I don't know. But I love Yngwie. If it wasn't for Yngwie, I wouldn't be sitting here playing at all, honestly. Gouge says, should I learn solos from songs or scales? What the hell do I do? Learn, get good. Yeah, 100%, dude. Don't worry about solos from songs. Learn the scales. Learn the scales. Learn all the modes, and then learn the circle of fifths. I would say, go on here on YouTube, say, how do I play modes on guitar? Learn them. And then, how do I use the circle of fifths for guitar? And learn that. That'll go a whole lot further than just playing solos, my man. David Giorgio, buddy, have a good night, man. Take care, my friend. We'll see you soon. Bad Hobby just says fretting. Did I miss something? He says star fretting. Okay. I don't know. Crazy Nicky says Black Star, Far Beyond the Sun. I know both of them, and Far Beyond the Sun is a far superior song. My favorite for sure. Hermaz from California. There you go, buddy. Good to see you, man. Rome says, bro, I love the Eye of Horus tattoo. I've got one too. That's awesome, bro. Cool, man. Eye of Horus Brothers. That's what's up. Bad Habit, I am. I love Iron Maiden. I almost wore my Iron Maiden shirt tonight, but I was like, I'll wear Judas Priest instead. Lost Ark says, you're the best guitar chill I know. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Sevi says, my birthday was on March 7th. Oh, happy belated birthday, buddy. We appreciate you, man. Birthdays are fun when you're young, not so much when you're old. William says he played guitar in a movie once. That's dope, dude. I would love to do something like that. I've been on TV. I've been on Japanese TV. I've been on German TV. I've been on TV in Puerto Rico, TV show in Puerto Rico. Greece. I was on a TV show in Greece. That's about it, man. I've never been in no movies, though. I'd love to see those. I'd love to see the Japanese TV show I did. I would love to see the interview for that. That'd be sweet. David Mendes de Nada, mi amigo. Nick, I don't know that one. Great movie, though. I think we got it covered here. Let me think, man. Let me look at my collection of cover solos. We'll play an Yngwie. You know what? I'm just going to play I'll See the Light tonight because that's the one I know the best anyway, to be honest with you. And let's see. I'll See the Light tonight. And that's going to end it, man. Here we go. I'll See the Light tonight. All right. One of the best Yngwie solos of all time right here, and then we're going to cut it off. Say goodbye. All right, check it out. Actually, we're not going to do that. go. Mr. Ingve J. Malmsteen. What a master. What a master. All right, if you're interested in what I use, how to get my sound, how to get my video, Jake put a link there to my Sweetwater page. I am a Sweetwater affiliate, so anything you purchase off that page, I do get a commission. So if you're interested in something, check it out. If you need to know something about it, let me know in the comments somewhere, and I'll help you out. Leaf R from Mexico too. Awesome, good to see you. Thanks, 0 subs. Yeah, welcome to the jungle. I don't know that. I just played Ingve J. Malmsteen. I think it's a far better riff than Guns N' Roses. I appreciate it, man. Guns N' Roses, man. To me, I'm so tired of Guns N' Roses. But I appreciate you, man, and your love for Guns N' Roses. It's awesome, man. Paracetamol, hello to you, buddy. William says, no, I'm just joking, my bad, but I do play bluegrass. That's awesome, dude. Have you heard this Billy Strings guy? This kid, he's amazing. He's fantastic. I'm a fan now, man. I never heard him before until I saw him on Rick Beato. I was blown away. You're welcome. You're welcome, Sevi. Thank you, drummer. Thank you, Crazy Nikki. You're welcome. Thanks, Paul. There you go, Daniel. Spiritual Gangster, thank you so much. Appreciate that. What a wild thing to says, dude, magic or what? I know, right? A lot of magic. A lot of smoke, a lot of mirrors, a lot of tape. Some string. We get it done around here. We get it done around. Dorothy Papai, thank you so much for that. Right on, 0 subs. I appreciate you, dude. And believe me, I grew up when, and same with this guy, Metallica, dude. I am so tired of Metallica anymore. Metallica, Guns N' Roses. It's like, man, I grew up in that era, man. I heard it a million times. And I will not play that stuff because I'm so tired of hearing it. But I appreciate you. I really do. Ingve's my jam, man, for sure. Heart of Fire knows Billy Strings is awesome. He's straight up, 100%. Unbelievable player. Unbelievable player. I didn't know what I was watching. It was like he was playing classical music, but it was bluegrass. It was just like, how? It's amazing, dude. Great story too. If you want, he did an interview with Rick Beato about a week or so ago, and man, amazing. There you go, David Giorgio. That's you're my bro, man. He's tired of GNR too. I know, right? It's like, yeah, that was a great record, man. And it was awesome at the time, and now it's like, if I hear I heard that "Sweet Child of Mine" is the most hated riff at guitar stores nowadays. People are so tired of hearing that. It's like the new Stairway. That and a couple others. I don't know if you know what Norman's Rare Guitars is. I'm like, we follow each other, and I was watching the video. They said, what's the worst song or the most annoying song that everyone plays, and that was one of them. Unbelievable. Anyway, classic riff. God love Slash, man. I wish I had his bank account, man, but I sure don't. Anyway, that's about enough for us tonight. What was this super chat? It won't go away. Wildlife Watch, man. Appreciate you again, brother. Jake, thank you for hanging out again, man. You're a natural, buddy. Like I said, man, if you can't make it sometimes, life, dude. Life, man. You got to have your life, man. If you got the time, we appreciate it, man. Stardust always got it, no matter what. We appreciate you, Jake, very much. You're doing a great job, and I appreciate it. Stardust, of course, she always rocks hard. So yeah, we know what's up. Serial earlier, thank you. I don't think we saw Eric tonight, but it's okay. You know, like I said, I made it so many mods, so just in case someone's not here, at least there'll be one person for a little while or something. You know, it seems like Anti's coming in ninja style in it too, so appreciate that. Always appreciate Anti. But yeah, that's about enough for me, everyone. Once again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe. I do put videos out every single day of the week, and we go live 4 times a week. So join the fun. Subscribe to the channel. We'll be back tomorrow night at 10 p.m. once again. And that's it. Nick, you have to wait for tomorrow, but I played 3 hours straight. I played more notes than anyone on YouTube can play during a live. I promise you that. You can watch the replay, Nick. Wait about 5 minutes. The replay will be up once this show's over. You can watch the whole thing there if you'd like. Anyway, thanks everyone for hanging out. Hope you have a great rest of your night, a great rest of your day, wherever you're at in the world. And then, yeah, stay safe, everyone. Take care and be good to each other, all right? It's very simple. Real simple. All right, y'all have a great one. Feisty knows Sweetwater has the best service, man, 100%. Drummer T, have a great night, my friend. Take it easy, bro. And look at this guy. Can you do a backflip or a cartwheel? Why don't you shove it up your... Once you showed up your cartwheel, homeboy. It's the end of the stream. I can say what I want. Anyway, y'all have a good one. Y'all, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Have a good one.